This is Jonathan Agger of Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Ellie Scotney, MVP's, well, one of MVP's latest signings, and you are fighting in New York at MSG, July 11th on the Taylor Serrano card. Ellie, just sum up sort of what it's been like since you signed with MVP.
I feel like I want you to repeat that again. I'm like, whoa, am I? You know what? It's been a blessing, and like I say, we're nearly 3 weeks out, and I've got to put that to work, and I generally cannot wait to fight. I've always been that person, but this has got a little bit more to it.
So, you know, you would have watched the first card between Taylor and Serrano, the second one as well. So what's it like now with the opportunity to fight on that card?
I can tell you the first one I begged and I pleaded to get on it and never come off. The second one I actually sent Jake Paul a DM. He's still not replied, and then third time lucky, it's gone full circle, and I'm now boxing on the biggest event I possibly could. Not even as a female fighter, I think just as a fighter themselves. Like, if you could say a venue we all dream to fight in, it's that. So yeah, it's a blessing.
What was your opinion of Jake before you signed with him, and what's it now you've met him and got to know him a bit?
Do you know what? As soon as he got into boxing, I go back and I've always said, like, he's got eyeballs on boxing, and he's done that. He's done it his own way, whether you like it or not. He's getting everyone talking, and he's generating more people. But now he's invested tenfold into female boxing in a time where it was kind of lost. Like, we got so much to be thankful for, and yeah, meeting him kind of cemented that for me.
You obviously left Eddie and Matchroom. Just tell us sort of why you left, and was it on good terms and things like that?
Yeah, for sure. It's my last fight in my contract, which I had my mandatory opponent in Miyamoto. So there was no bad terms. You know, they took me to Unified World Champion, but you got to go where the opportunities are, and MVP have supplied that and more. And you know, a fight I've been chasing, the WBC, and I've got that in the first hour, so I'm in the right place for sure.
And then, you know, an all-female card. This is like history, and on Netflix. Just tell me what, outside your fight, what fight and probably the main event, what you're most looking forward to.
That's a silly question. The main event, I was going to go as a fan. I'd probably have got the cheapest ticket possible, but the main event, I think you could put him in the ring in 20 years' time and it'll still catch fire. So, but if you look top to bottom, I don't think you'll get a card like this in history. So every fight, I generally am so interested in. So it's going to be a big day and a big night.
What did you make when Katie said that she's most looking forward to seeing you on the card?
I don't want to tell how many times I've watched that. It was a blessing, just the way, even when she talks, you listen, because she's someone of little words, but every word has a meaning, and generally take boxing away from it, she's someone that you look up to in life. So to hear that, it was wow. Yeah, it was amazing.
So, you know, after hearing that, but you're also signed with MVP, who wins Taylor Serrano?
The boxing fans. The boxing fans. Who wins?
Draw.
The boxing fans, you know, like any female fighter that's put a pair of gloves on, they'll talk about Katie, they'll talk about Amanda for years to come. So I just think it's a blessing that we've not seen it once, we've not seen it twice, but we're seeing it a third time, and I'm buzzing to witness history.
And you know, like you said, you wanted that WBC title. You have the opportunity to win it against Mikado, and then I can't exactly remember her name, but the WBA champion. Do you feel like by the end of the year you could be undisputed?
God willing, you know, I've got a serious fight in front of me July 11th, so that's all I'm set on. But you know, undisputed is what I'm chasing, and I'll be going one by one for sure.
And just one more away from your fight, we've got a big fight coming up here, July 19th, Usyk and Dubois. You've trained with Daniel before. How do you see that one going?
You know, there's always going to be the controversy. Was it low or wasn't it low? But I think everyone could see by my Instagram, I'm a big Usyk fan, and you know, he's everything that you represent in the fight. But Daniel's a live dog, and he carries a power, but he's also got athleticism as a heavyweight that carries weight. So I think it'll be interesting. But I feel like Usyk's a sort of fighter that you don't fight twice, and I think he's shown that in his career. So yeah, I'd side towards a repeat, but you know, Daniel can whack, so I wouldn't be surprised.
And actually, just last time, I just wanted to send my condolences to yourself and everyone who knew Georgia. Unfortunately, recently passed away. Does this fight just take on new meaning for you now?
It's been a hard camp. It's been a hard camp, and mentally, it's probably been the most strenuous camp I've had for that reason. season. But before she passed, like before she left, it was a promise we kind of had with each other. So I know on July the 11th, it's not just about me, and it's an all-female card, but she's the main event, and I'll be making that known. So yeah, this fight's not about me anymore. It's about Georgia.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Ellie, appreciate your time. Good luck, July 11th in New York. Any message to your fans and the potential millions of people that are going to tune in on Netflix?
Do you know what? I'm just grateful for everyone. I'm surprised how many people are flying over. More are coming to New York than they was in Nottingham. I think that says more about Nottingham, but yeah, I'm grateful for every single one of them.
The Catford takeover.
The SE6 MSG. How mad's that?
There you go. Ellie, good luck.
Thank you.